We are live. Primetime live. Yeah, that's right. You know how it goes. This is Primetime Live. I'm back in another one of these shirts. Don't y'all love these shirts? I love these shirts. It's my uniform shirt. But all right, guys, welcome back to Primetime Live, your place where you get all your live news of, politics and stuff you don't like. No, not that. I said it's a joke. Stuff you don't like refers to, that's like no one. Anyway, it was supposed to, it works. But say politics and stuff you don't like. Who wants to go places you don't like? No one does that. So it's inferred that, oh, he's joking. Ha ha ha. Nice one, Mingo. Ha 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 ha. You see? But this is your place where we get your entertainment jams, news, awesomeness, nerdiness at night. So anyway, enough with all the, freestyle banter that I'm doing now. If you are new here, if you're new to YouTube, Facebook, Facebook is kind of old, so maybe you're not new to Facebook. Well, anyway, you are new here. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you're on here live on Facebook, tell us who you are, and let us know that you're here because we care about you caring about us because we care about what you care about. So, with that being said, I am your host, Mingo D.
And I am the Hammer.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Here we go with this again. All right, guys. So, as I told you last week, we're going to talk about all the stuff I said I was going to talk about last week. Like, what? No, we're going to talk about that Vin Diesel meme. We're going to talk about the Black Widow movie. I'm going to get into that and talk about some things. And I'm going to give you a little bit of extra tidbits here and there. Maybe some trailers, maybe some stuff that you might want to know about, maybe a Witcher, who knows, I don't know. But so let's jump into it. So the Vin Diesel family meme. Why does it exist? Why is it so popular? Well, from a source, and you can actually go see this source. It's a LIMC. I think it's learning about. It's either learning about or learning informed of meme culture or something like that. Excuse me if I butchered your thing here, but pretty much the family meme has been around for, I think, since Fast and the Furious 3, and it's just been it's evolved over the take where it evolved with the movie because the movie itself was a meme. You see Fast and the Furious, something crazy goes on, and then people did a meme about it as usual. But memes weren't as big as they are today. So why is it so big today? Well, over time, as the movie kept getting, more ridiculous and more ridiculous over time, some in a good way, some not so in a good way. Then the family memes just really jumped out. And after the pandemic, when people were really doing so many memes, have you seen the Bernie meme? It was like this. With the little mask and stuff. Come on. People were waiting for their next chance to meme something. And then when this movie came out, especially if you haven't seen a movie, if you haven't seen a movie trailer, where have you been? It's technically about his brother, right? Being a bad guy. It's about family, brother being a bad guy. Everybody couldn't wait to do this, to meme so much. Like, oh, brother being a bad guy, more family stuff, whether it's good or bad, who knows? If you've seen the movie, only you know. So everybody was like, oh, awesome. So more family memes. And they just exploded. Everybody couldn't wait. Also, I think this is the Fast 9. I think Fast 8 came out, what was it? 3, almost 4 years ago? So people have just been waiting for something. And so that's the short version summary of how this meme came into existence. From it's actually been here, but it gained popularity over the exciting or weird, however you want to call it, meme culture that came over the last, I would say 3 years. More so, definitely last year with the pandemic, when people couldn't do anything else but meme online. So that's how this meme got so popular, where your mom all the way down to the littlest kid or whatever, knows about these types of things. Whereas back in the Fast and the Furious 3 days, where Facebook was in its infancy, possibly, and YouTube was barely getting started, and people were doing memes, no one really knew what memes were. Well, a lot of people, popularity didn't know. Yeah. Well, not necessarily. Like I said, there's a guy that, like I said before at the beginning, there's a guy who does this thing. He has a channel that talks about where memes come from, how long they've been out, and I researched them. And he talks about this entire meme from its infancy all the way to now and why it's so popular. That's why I referred to him. So, and that's why I did. It's LIMC. That's his name, his channel. And it's something meme culture, where he breaks down memes from all meme culture, where they began, how they began, the history of whatever meme you want to look for. He has it on his channel. He's very popular. He has a lot of views and a lot of subscribers. And and he talked about this meme in particular and why people think, and a lot of people think just like you, that it begun with this movie. And he's like, nope, did not. And he even shows some screenshots of the Family meme back in its early stages from the other movies. So he has actual proof and stuff. So yeah, it's been around for a while, but it hasn't been as popular until this movie, because everybody, it just exploded. But for people who have been memeing this for years, whether they've been memeing it since the first movie or not, they know, because they have been doing the first or second meme. Whoever memed it first, way back when, they have been doing it ever since when we weren't doing it. When we didn't care about family or didn't care about what Vin Diesel said or any of that stuff, those people would meme. You know how we're nerds, so you know how you have this small pocket of nerds who at first loved Dragon Ball. No one else even knew what a Dragon Ball was. And now, but Dragon Ball is extremely popular. It's kind of like that. It's like back then when no one knew what Dragon Ball was or knew what those memes were, that was the situation then. And now it's exploded in popularity, just the same way Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball or anything's exploding out. People who don't even know, who would probably get Goku and Gohan mixed up, and we're probably looking at them like, you idiot. Those people are the same people that are today saying, oh, this meme is totally brand new. And it's like, not necessarily. So, but that's the context of it. And with that said, I'm going to talk about the movie in general. So I didn't watch the movie per se, but I watched highlights. I know, don't judge me, people. I'm sorry. Don't judge me. I just didn't have the time to watch another Fast movie. So many. And then there's a lot of stuff going on and so much action. Anyway. So there's one side of the coins, like Two-Face. Anyway, one side of the coin to where we love it. It's mindless action. It's great. It's what you need. Nothing. The physics don't have to make sense. It's great. We love it. And there's people on the other side that's like, yeah, but I'm kind of getting numb to it. I've seen it. This action is kind of getting cartoony. It's getting on this level to where it's like, come on, human bodies getting tossed and thrown around like rag dolls. Only Bugs Bunny can do stuff like that. Humans don't do that unless you're in the MCU. Come on, in the MCU don't do that. So, and now some people are feeling like, it's kind of ran its course. Some people's like, no, give me more. So I guess I want to ask you guys, where do you guys land at in this spectrum? Are you with the Fast series? Like, yeah, give me more of that beautiful, crazy, outrageous storytelling, one-liners, awesome, fighting for no reason, ridiculousness. This is great, or it's ran its course. Come on, space, really? Sorry, spoilers, people. Space, really? Come, I can't do any more of this. It needs to go. So where do you line up? Hi, Malaysia. I know, I'm saying hi to Malaysia. What did she say? See what I did there? I know. Hi, person from Malaysia. What is your name? And why don't you comment and talk to us about the Fast series? Like, where are you at? Yeah. Anyway, let's ask Hammer, where are you at in this spectrum?
Yeah, I saw it. I responded to him. I was gonna wait until Mingo was done and say something about it, but yes, we appreciate you all the way from Malaysia. That's dope. Um, I've still yet to watch Fast and the Furious to answer your question. Um, I saw the memes like as soon as they started, like as far as with this movie. Listen, there's been a lot of Fast and the Furious. I watch it just because it's something different, but it is getting a little bit comical. You have that point. It's like, come on, bro. Space. I'm kind of like you, like space. We could have just stayed on Earth and it would have been fine. And no harm, no foul. But it's also another one of those movies you got to take with a grain. Like you got to know what you're going to see. By now, if you're going to watch Fast and Furious, you already know what you're going to see. Kind of like the Expendables. You go to the Expendables to see a bunch of action people blow stuff up and shoot stuff and make witty comments and tricky jokes. For real. Like you go for that. You don't go in expecting like, oh, the plot is going to be so awesome. It's going to be no. I want to go see old ass Sylvester Stallone blow up stuff and run. I want to see Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's also old, make corny jokes. Bruce Willis, all of them. Like you go for that. You go to see Terry Crews shoot an AA-12 down the hallway like it's a pistol. You go for that. You don't go for a plot or anything else. Fast and Furious is kind of the same. I mean, they give you a story, but if you notice, they just add characters and add actors and whatnot. I mean, I'm not against it. I wasn't against when Jason Statham was, a part of it. I was okay with it. It fit. They found a way to make him work. So I'm not going to be too critical of it just because I don't go in with this idea that I'm going to get the best plot in the world and the best story. Is it getting more cheesy? Yes, it is more cheesy.
So you line up on the spectrum of, so you're not directly in the middle, but you line up on the spectrum of, it is getting comical, but I like it. So I'm gonna be over here with, I like it. So it's good enough. Okay, gotcha.
And if you're a car fan, you always see at least 2 or 3 dope cars, like if not more. So
Gotcha. Okay. All right, Snake. So where do you line up on the spectrum of or you feel like it needs to go, or you feel like it's good? I'm good with it. I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. The spectrum. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, so I heard somebody say that if they do the next one, which we know they are now, it needs to be titled, and I thought it was the stupidest thing. It needs to be titled FX, and I was like, y'all so stupid. That's stupid, but it makes sense. It's kind of funny. It needs to be titled FX, and I was like, see what you're trying to do there, because Fast FX, instead of Fast 10 FX, it would make a lot of sense. It's like special effects FX, whatever. I thought it was pretty funny, whatever. But yeah, but okay, all right. So that's where those go.
It's witty in its own.
I like it.
It's witty in its own way. I accept it. I think it's extreme cheese, but I accept it.
Yeah. So moving on, since we're talking about movies and more reviews, let's get into the Black Widow, because I want to talk more about the Black Widow. Again, if you are here, this is first time here, and you just joined us, we just got through talking about the memes of Fast 9, of the family memes. So matter of fact, what's your favorite family meme? If you know it, put it in the comments. Let us know. Tell us whatever. If you could make up one on the spot, that'd be dope. I don't know. Get Nerdy is great, but Get Nerdy is never family. I don't know, something like that. It was bad. I know. Forgive me. But now we're about to talk about the Black Widow movie, and I'm going to give you my take. Okay, so I watched a lot of I didn't get a chance to watch it. I didn't get a chance to go to theaters. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to Fire Stick watch it. VPN. But apparently, my mom's friend didn't have the Fire Stick, so I had to use my mom's Fire Stick, who does not have the special privileges VPN stuff. So I wasn't going to pay $30, and since I didn't go to theaters, I had to, kind of get summaries from each and every person all around, and kind of, look at lots and lots of spoiler content just to kind of get the idea. But I still want to watch the movie, and because I kind of want to see for myself the piece by piece scene that way, because I've gotten a lot of things spoiled in my day, as far as movies, cartoon shows. But whenever I go back and watch it, I still find something that the people who spoil it didn't see. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yep, that one thing or the thing behind the thing that, it goes here. And then when it matches, then that's why the whole planet blew up. See, that part. And they're like, I ain't even put that together. Yeah. So I'm still going to watch it that way. I can do one of those. But other than that, my take on it so far. First off, there's been different takes. There are people who really, really love the movie. There's people who like the movie. Let's say that, because no one hates the movie. There's just people who really love it and people who like it. Now, for the people who really love it, they felt like, hey, it's about time. We got a Black Widow movie. It's right where it's where it needed to be. It's pretty good. Awesome. Boom. Then there's people who like the movie, felt like it's a little behind the times. Maybe it's a little lazy, the writing, whatnot. So, my take on it before I go, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about some spoiler stuff that I'm excited for, kind of upset for, but excited for at the same time. So I lean more towards the like, and let me explain why. Because I do feel that Marvel is pulling one of the, or if it's Disney, maybe it's Disney, Marvel, whoever, they're pulling that same, I'm gonna say it, same crap that they pulled at the beginning, which is kind of sad, because for Disney to be such an innovator, for them to be scared of certain things and not be the ones who are setting the trends. I mean, you can look a lot. You can take a lot away from Apple, and you can watch and see what they do with iOS and everything else. They are not afraid to look stupid. They're not. I mean, I know this is a tech company versus a movie company, whatever. But the point is, they're not afraid to look stupid. They will take a risk on whatever their product is and push it out there and go. And I really feel since Disney is the equivalent of a movie studio or film studio, shows, media, whatever, and they're the ones that everyone looks to. I know people want to say Warner Brothers, but Warner Brothers, to me, it's more 90s. I think they're behind the times, in my opinion. But, that's another topic for another time. I feel like they should be the ones who are taking more of the risk. Now, I get it. Disney is family friendly, even though you got some stuff like Pirates of the Caribbean and some other stuff that are controversial, but we're not talking about that. I still feel like with the Marvel projects, they should take a little more risk, especially since you have comics and things like that, which give you the slate to go off on. With that being said, the reason why I am at the like for Black Widow is because I do feel that it's a little late. Me personally, I felt like they should have did Black Widow right after Civil War. Now, I say this because I know everyone was like, well, Domingo, listen, back then, everyone was afraid that it wasn't going to work because there were no female superhero movies at the time. Wonder Woman hasn't came out, Captain Marvel, all the superhero-ish type movies that came out were reminiscent of a Halle Berry Catwoman, and everyone hated that. And then some of the characters from the X-Men films that people felt like were just trash. So everyone was afraid that Marvel was going to do a horrible job with Black Widow. this is where I have to disagree, because you have the Russo brothers, who at that time they did Civil War, and before Civil War they did Winter Soldier. So they definitely could have took Black Widow and changed that into anything else. And even if they didn't want to use them, they could have used just anyone, the whoever did Black Panther. They could have had her movie come out after Black Panther. Could have definitely would have showed, with it being a movie that side note, the reason why I'm talking about this is also because Marvel was scared to do a gay film, but we're not going to talk about that. That's a whole different thing. That's just because, you know, we have a lot of gay heroes and gay villains in the comics, and and then Marvel kind of dropped the ball when they pretended or to quote them or put them in movies. It's kind of like if you're scared or don't want to put them in movies, just don't try to, we're going to give you one line and then make it seem like we did a good job, women's rights, whatever. It's no, like, so I felt like since Black Panther came out, which really revolutionized a lot of, hey, now everything can be done. Marvel took a step in the right direction. Now let's do a Black Widow movie. It would have been the perfect time instead of going the Captain Marvel way. I understand what they were trying to do for the movies, but I really feel like they should have went Black Widow first, then Captain Marvel. I feel like it would have been way better, because at the time Wonder Woman was getting ready to drop anyway. Black Widow, Captain Marvel, Wonder Woman, that would have been the icing on the cake as far as all of that's concerned. So why do I feel this way? Because when you see the origin story, it really feels like a lot of callbacks that we kind of already know. And I know that's the purpose of it, but it feels a reviewer said that it feels like a filler. And it kind of, from what I saw, because I haven't seen the complete movie, but it kind of did. It kind of felt like something that just a big flashback movie, which is great. But truth be told, I am biased against prequels. I'm sorry, I don't really like too many prequels too much. I feel like I'm a very chronological guy. I kind of like to watch my movies from first, second, third, fourth. But regardless of all that, that's just me. Whatever, you know. But that doesn't sway my position. Still, my position is still, I really feel like that they didn't do her justice. And honestly, maybe that's why Scarlett Johansson possibly left. Some people say she left. Some people say it was on her own, of course. People say she's fired, whatever. I don't know. But maybe that's why that ended the way it ended, and that's why she had to get her movie later. But I think they should have did it sooner. Also, now I'm getting into the actual movie. Taskmaster. I get it. I know what they wanted to do there, and they succeeded in a way. But I don't know. It didn't feel complete. It felt like they had an idea that kind of made sense. They gave it, and they could have gave it a home run, touchdown, 3-point shot, whatever those sports references are. I don't know, sports. But they could have, but they didn't. To me, it just seems like they didn't drop the ball, but it seems like they just, it's like they pulled a Goku. It's like they could have killed the villain, but they're like, oh, it's going to give you my hand, even though I know you about to blast me in my chest. That's how I saw it. So that's just me. Sorry to go on such a long rant, but that's where I sway as far as the Black Widow movie. I see it as, I'm in the like, I like it, but I feel like it's a little late. I feel like that they didn't do it justice, but they did do something great at the end, and I'm not going to spoil it just yet. I'm going to spoil it in a second, but I want to hear where my guys kind of line up in this. Do they feel that same way or not? So I'm going to let Snake go first on this one. Damn, Sam, for that, because Hammer got this face. Oh, I got a lot to say. So I'm going to start with Snake. Where do you fall? Are you a person that you love the movie, or you just like it? So. Oh, okay. What? Seriously? I don't even know what he just said, but
Bruh. For a second, we couldn't hear you, but and it came through.
everybody give it up for Day Snake's lovely wife. She needs a nickname. Right. Yeah, we got that part. Dun, dun, dun. We can
Yeah, I
hear
can hear
you.
you,
I
but
can hear you.
Like I can hear you. It's just when you move around, I can tell that you're moving around the mic, but I can hear you.
Whoa! We have to stop you because we might have fans on here who are anti-prequel Star Wars. No, that's a thing. People are big, but you get to. It's a thing. It is a thing. It is a thing in the nerd world. I'm just saying. You know, the Star Wars world, other than the Star Trek world, they're really big on we'll attack. We don't want them to attack us. And 4, okay. It is another
Yeah,
story.
Rhett kind of knows, so you might as well just wait.
Redcon. So Hammer, we see where Snake is on the spectrum until he sees it. It change.
So I'm in the same boat that I haven't watched the movie. I can kind of see a little bit why people would say like, oh well, why now until it's too late. But I have to ask because I could be wrong, but and I have to go back and look at this and research it real close. But I want to say that some of this was due to the fact that wasn't Scarlett Johansson pregnant at the time when they should have shot this movie?
Good job. That might have been.
Yeah, like I think where this would have fit, I think she was pregnant because she shot part of one of the Avenger movies pregnant. And I want to say it may have been Civil War. So, and somebody,
you know that could be.
In the comments can look and see, maybe you can Google it. There was a time where Scarlett Johansson was pregnant. And to me, if that's around that time, that may have been why they decided to skip that standalone movie. Do you want to? What did you say?
He's telling the fans.
Oh. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you just fine. Anyway, so if that was the case, I mean, I'm okay with the fact that it is where it is. She deserves a movie. I mean, she's been there since what the second or third Iron Man. Second Iron Man.
Was she
somewhere around there? The third one. Yeah, like from entered into the universe itself. She's been there before that. Because it couldn't have been the third one because they did the first Avengers, so it had to be like the second one. Because she got introduced as a bodyguard or as a secretary or assistant.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad she got a movie. She needed a movie. If anything, I'm want to blame it on the fact that, and I'm almost 100% certain she was pregnant. I think if that's not the case, they probably had this movie back right after probably Civil War or after Winter Soldier, whichever one. That she was. I want to say Civil War. She was pregnant.
And guys, he keeps saying pregnant, so it's time for Okay, that's it. So he kept saying it, so you had to say it sooner. Like, shut up! Don't look at me that way. That was mine. I can take a half one, and I was mine. I'm taking it. Taking it. Yes, that was the perfect time.
I think everybody needs to sit back, take a chill pill.
Because he said it 8 times. It's the time.
Either way,
he said 8 times.
I'm gonna finish my thought. I don't feed into him. He's gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna finish my thought and I'll be done with it. No, I think people can relax a little bit. Let her have a proper end. I mean, she died. Get it in the end game. She sacrificed herself for the Soul Stone. We all know that. But this is fitting. She needed at least one movie. At least one standalone. And although it's out of place, no, you're definitely right about that because they have the Marvel What Ifs and all this other multiverse stuff that's about to happen. Well, and the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, but speaking of that, are you ready for some spoilers?
Go for it.
Y'all supposed to be like, yeah or no. Guys, don't.
There's no such thing as spoilers. I keep telling you.
He did say that. We have to work on like our dynamic of shock and awe. We don't really have that as of yet. Like, this is too late. This is too late now. But all right. So if you don't like spoilers for this movie, please go away now and then come back and like and subscribe. But go away because I'm going to say it like in 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. Nah, I'm going to say it right now. Just stay. All right, so if you've seen how the movie has been set up, especially the end credits, that Elena Belova's character, who plays Black Widow's sister, they're pretty much setting her up to be the next Black Widow. Now, I believe in the comics something like that happens. That she becomes Black Widow for a time. Same thing like how Falcon is now Captain America for a time. I'm not sure if this is going to last just through this Marvel Phase 4. We're in Phase 4, right? 4, 5, 4, whatever. But we're in that, whatever phase we're in right now, because I don't know. I forget. But I don't know if it's going to last like that or continually. They haven't said anything about what Scarlett's doing right now. Like Snake said, this comic book movie. So she technically can come back in any form, anyway. We Hammer said on a previous show, a Primetime. Go watch all the Primetime shows. Please watch them, like, subscribe. He said that what was it? Chris Evans was in, or was it? Yeah, Chris Evans were in talk, or was it Chris Hemsworth? One of them were in talk of coming back.
Evans.
So, if that's the case, even if it's for 1 or 2 movies, that means that they can bring her back in any form. Maybe she'll be the Phoenix Force or something. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe she'll be something. Maybe she'll come back and be a demon and have what's that dude, Nightmare, with her, and then I don't know, maybe something like that. I don't know. They can do whatever they want. Comic book movie. But as of right now, what?
The Multiverse of Madness is all I'm gonna say.
True that. That is
Marvel's. That is their chance to change anything they want to change or to add in anybody they want to add back in. They can technically do it with that movie, technically speaking. So I keep telling people certain things, don't hold your breath.
Oh yeah, but I'm not too mad at Elena Belova because she's hot. I'm just being real. She's a pretty girl and she has the accent. And based off, even if you've seen the trailers, based off the stunts that she's done, I'm not sure how many stunt doubles, if she had any or not, or if she did some of the stunts herself. But based off the way they made her look on film, fighting and stuff, she looks legit. So her being a Black Widow, because apparently, if you know anything about the Black Widows, they were all in the Red Room. They were Black Widows, and so Black Widow just became Black Widow because she was technically supposed to be the last one, or the most powerful one, or the best of all the Black Widows. But since she's gone, and her sister on the same level, at least that's what the movie I think was implying, she technically can become the new Black Widow of this. And also, apparently, if you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, that same lady that was on the movie on Falcon and Winter Soldier that came at the end, that bad girl lady person, she's in this movie. So, and I'm assuming that this is supposed to be setting up the Thunderbolts. So, if you don't know what the Thunderbolts are, look them up. It's supposed to be another like Avengers team, kind of. Marvel, unlike DC, was very, very in the comic days, very, very into this 1,000 teams type comic world. They have a lot of X-Men. It was a comic called X Factor, but then it was like I think it was a team named X Factor, but I could be wrong. And then it was just a bunch of teams. They had a lot of different teams. Like everybody had to make a team. Just what they did in Marvel. And
it's like X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men, X-Force, the Young
X-Force.
Avengers,
There's another one.
Avengers.
Young Avengers. Yep.
And like it's just
it's Marvel for you.
Yeah, Dark Avengers. Like there's tons of
yeah. So therefore, this is just one of the many teams. But if you know Thunderbolt Ross, if you know him, if you see the trailers, because the guy named Mercy Awesome pointed this out. In the trailers, all you gotta do is go back and look at Civil War. Now, this is I don't think this is truly him in real life, people. So don't start making weird rumors this way. But from Civil War, he's like he has, he looks like, like he got more muscles, like he's been eating well and he's healthier. On the trailers, and on the movie, of course, for Black Widow, he looks thinner. And everyone knows this movie's supposed to take place after Civil War because she's supposed to go back over there and handle it. And so I'm assuming, because if I'm correct, from the comics, he messes around with the super soldier formula and gamma radiation, stuff like that, and eventually he gets sick. But that's one iteration of it. He keeps getting sick or whatever to the point to where he has to eventually transform, make himself into some kind of super being, or he's going to die, which inevitably made him the Red Hulk after a while. I think that's one iteration. Now, it could be another way they're doing it, but I think they're doing it this way because he looks sicker. So if Thunderbolt Ross is looking sicker and sicker, then that means maybe on the She-Hulk series, they're going to show him maybe losing his hair, losing his teeth or something, maybe messing around, trying to be Captain America and can't, maybe getting mad, or as Falcon, because Falcon got the shield or whatever. Maybe he wants to be powerful like the Hulk or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we already seen Abomination is appearing in the movie. So maybe they're going to build the Hulk's world around everybody until they make another Hulk movie to kind of get people more familiar. But I think they're going to go the route of him getting sicker and sicker. He's going to have to transform. Otherwise he's going to die. Now I do want them to bring Betty back because she's very integral to the Hulk series and to her father. I mean, your father's dying, possibly. He's doing all these bad stuff and you're not there to in the Hulk comics and in the cartoon, she used to always be there to tell her dad she hated what he was doing or something. And you haven't seen her yet. And I know they probably haven't cast her yet, but we need to see her kind of yell at her dad, hey, what are you doing? Because she made that balance to where whenever he did do something good, it's because of his daughter. So right now it's like, if he is bad, as a fan who doesn't know the comics, you probably wouldn't understand why he would help Captain America or the Avengers or any of that. You probably he don't like them. But so I think we need her to kind of give us that balance, because right now the way they're writing him, I don't really see how they can make him good at the moment right now, because they ain't wrote him so bad in so many other movies right now. You just kind of seem like you just don't like the guy, at least the way they write him in the movies at the moment. But I'm excited because that means that he might be the Red Hulk, maybe on the She-Hulk thing. And this is showing that the Thunderbolts team is going to possibly come out. And like I said, Elena Belova's character, she's going to be the new Black Widow. I'm excited about that because she looks like a Black Widow. She looks like Black Widow, in my opinion, more than a little bit at times, more than Natasha did, at least in the later movies. Because in the earlier movies, she was Black Widow. I mean, at her peak. But, people get older. It is what it is. So, but her sister looks like she's at the point right now to where it's like, oh yeah, let's get it. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm down with that. No, not. I mean, she is hot, but no, that's not what I'm talking about, sir. Yeah, good. But so that's my take. You heard their take on it. If you watched it, what do you think about it? If you haven't watched it and you want to watch it, if I spoiled it for you, Hammer says there's no spoilers, so I don't know.
Oh, there's no such thing as spoilers. But my brother went and watched it. I actually was on the phone with him and my mom the other day when he was going to watch it, and he said he gave it 7 out of 10. He gave it a meh 7 out of 10. So I haven't really talked to him about it, but he's usually pretty lenient with movies. So if he gave it 7 out of 10, there must have been some things that he just didn't necessarily agree with as far as writing.
I will say one thing that because did your brother, did he watch any of the cartoons? Did he play Spider-Man or anything like that? Like play Spider-Man video game? Okay, well then his 7 out of 10 might be theirs. I'm not gonna go too much into it because I really want to have a discussion once Snake and Hammer watch the movie, and of course after I really watch it, because like I said, I've been watching a lot of spoiler videos and stuff to find this out. But apparently there's Taskmasters in the movie, and then there's also another bad guy apparently. But there's been some big and small changes to Taskmaster about how Taskmaster's powers work and whatnot. So it could be that, because when I saw it, I was okay with some of it, and then some of it I wasn't okay with it. So, I'm just going to leave it there, because like I said, I need to see it, because I need to see it. Like I saw the spoiler takes on it, and I was like, okay, I can see that. What's that? Why? Okay, that's good. But, once I see it, then I'll be able to make a true, concise review on that. Plus, I want them to see it so they can kind of give it, because as you know, Snake is dang it, I can't think of the word. What's that word where you like the person is like an expert or something, but you don't want to say expert? It's another word.
Connoisseur.
There it is. He's a connoisseur of comics and things like that. You can see it in his background. So anybody would know a lot about Taskmaster, it would be this guy. So and I'm sure Hammer, since he has that comic book store like right next door to his house, like you can go outside the comic book store like right there. I don't know, it might not be right there, but I'm pretty sure they know a lot about Taskmaster. So I want them to see it, and then they can probably give a even more in depth of why or why not the Taskmaster character worked from their perspective. So 7 out of 10 could be that. That's my take on it, or whatever it can be. So I will wait until that happens, and then when that happens, when y'all ready to discuss it, we'll discuss it. Moving on, we're now on our ending phase of our show here. So I want to talk about just some trailers, not too much, just some things that we need to be looking out for. Maybe I'll talk about this next week, maybe I won't, who knows. So there was a thing called WitcherCon. There was a lot going on with WitcherCon. They pretty much talked about a lot, like from the games to the movie, to the show. The movie. Maybe somebody's gonna have a Witcher movie. Maybe they won't. But they showed the trailer for season 2. So go look for it. He's showing more comic stuff. He's excited. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's the encyclopedia of Marvel and stuff. And look, he's showing Taskmaster. Look at this guy. He's excited. Look at this guy. So yeah. So like I said, I can't wait till he watches the movie. Then he can tell us more about why or why not. So, but Witcher, the trailer's out. Go watch the trailer, because man, I might talk about it next week. But it looks like something the to talk. I know we didn't really answer this question last week, but it looks like something that what are the names? Netflix might not get rid of because it looks that good. So I think they might have, an actual, leading lady, leading man, whatever you want to call their, their person is going to always win them. Their golden goose, their best racehorse 76 that always wins. I don't know. I don't bet. But yeah, so that's funny. But so go look out for that. There's if you've ever seen Underworld, then one of my favorite leading ladies, by the way. Look at that segue. Pretty good. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Kate Beckinsale. She's awesome. I don't know why she's not in a Marvel movie. Marvel, put her in a movie. She's great. She has a new movie coming out called Jolt. I've seen the trailer. Now I've seen that one. And I could talk about that a little bit more. But it looks good. It looks really good. I've seen Kate Beckinsale play nice characters. I've seen her play mostly nice characters or, characters that's trying to save someone. I've seen her play someone that was like an anti-hero or someone bad or whatever one time. And I think it was in whatever movie where the dude had to go back into the past or something like that and come back. I forgot the name of the movie at the time. I want to say it wasn't, I can't remember the name of the movie. But anyway, in that movie, somebody might know if you do, put in the comments. In that movie, she played like a bad anti-hero person because she was the dude's wife and then she was like bad, trying to kill him the whole time. Anyway, but she was great. I thought she sold that character. And in this movie, Jolt, well, at least in the trailers, she seems to be playing some sort of hero, anti-hero type person. And it looks great. She looks believable. Like, I believe her character. She has a lot more range. I think she's underrated. People should give her a little bit more credit. I think she should be in more stuff like Marvel movies or something. Just saying. It's my thing. So go look at the Jolt trailer. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. There's another movie called New Wolf. Now this one caught me by surprise. It's an indie trailer. And I'm gonna actually talk a little bit more about this one. Just to give so you can understand why I want you to go watch this trailer. I'm gonna put you in this. You wake up, you're in the elevator. You don't know what the heck's going on. The elevator keeps going up and down at speeds that don't make sense to you. You probably should be dead. Maybe not. They ask you your name. You don't know what's going on. A video pops up on a screen that's on the elevator. You see your parent, and your parent's getting tortured, and then they're asking your parent for a certain thing. The parent's like, no, I'm not giving it to you. So they keep now they're torturing you. And it's like, you're possibly going to die. Then all of a sudden, something amazing happens. Some type of energy start coming out of you. And then they realize, oh, it's the thing that they're possibly might be looking for. It might be you. At least that's what I'm getting from the trailer. And then in the middle of the trailer, you started doing all these amazing things and stuff like that, and the trailer goes off. So that's New Wolf, or I think it's New Wolf or whatever. So it looks good. The trailer could have just given you everything, and then the movie could suck. Don't know. We got to wait till the movie comes out. But go look at the trailer. Tell me what you think about it. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. But that is it, guys. That is all I have for my show. So, like I said before, no, we gotta wait until you have to watch the movie first before you do that. Yeah. You have to watch the movie. You gotta watch the movie first. You gotta wait and watch the movie. And then here we go. Why are we here? What's happening?
So in your book, didn't he start off? Well, isn't his backstory? Wasn't he a SHIELD agent at one point, and they kicked him off? Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Well, there you go, guys. That is some stuff about Taskmaster. Like we said, no. We'll wait till Nerdmation, and you can have all the talks you want. Maybe you can talk about it on Hammer Show. I'm so sorry, Hammer. So sorry, but we in this together. We in this together. I'm die, you dying too. Whatever. Something like that. And how I go and no, that's not it. Anyway, but so guys, that is it. So maybe next week I will talk about trailers. That may not be the entirety of my show, but I will start there. And I know you guys are probably wondering because Snake kind of called me out a little bit about the Loki show. This is the thing. I'm waiting till it ends because I'm going to, as they say, go ham. Is that how you? That's how like gangsters and jocks said. I'm going to go ham because then I can do each. Yeah, it is. What do you mean? It's all. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Like then I can. No, it's not. Loki, then I can go in and I can chop up everything.
Loki is good enough to where the series could have just ended and he talked about it and I'd be still interested because Loki is really good. We could talk about Loki even after it's over because Loki's good. Loki's very good.
You're there right now. So I will get to Loki. Don't worry, I will. Just like I did with Falcon and Winter Soldier, except this time I'm gonna give you a lot more details. I will give you my favorite villain stuff that he did. I will give you my favorite non-villain stuff he did. I will give you like my favorite whatever kill, non-kill, favorite great funny scene, non-funny scene, and then my favorite reveal, like whatever the reveal, like you guys might be like, oh, the reveal of the bad guy. I'm like, oh no. The reveal of that bridge. You saw that bridge in that episode? That was, who knows? So you want to wait until it ends so we can go through all of it. Because if I do it now and then the next episode come out and it's 10 times better, and then it's like, oh, Mingo, you missed out. You should have waited. And it's like, I'm going to do it. It's all a lie. But all right, guys, we will catch you on the Get Down. And, well, for my show, I'll catch you next week. But for you, since we know you guys love everything we do, we will catch you on the Get Down. We'll catch you again on Nerdmation because you're nerds like we're nerds, and you don't have nothing to do with it. Even if you do have something to do, like, oh, I'm going to go out with my husband. I'm going to go out with my wife. We got to go eat. You're gonna do like what jocks do, except in a nerd way, and you're going to pull out your phone while your husband or wife isn't looking and try to watch Get Nerdy, and then your wife is like, what is she doing? Nothing. But you watch it Get Nerdy because that's how much you care about Get Nerdy. Okay, and with that, we are out of here. So with that, we're out of here. So, guys, please like, subscribe, comment, share on Facebook, and then please join us on the Get Down and come on, because on the Get Down, he wants you guys to come on his show and talk. You saw the last person that came on Nerdmation to talk. So come on, watch the Get Down because we may have somebody special on there talking. To Hammer and Snake and this guy right here with me. So with that said, guys, we will catch you next time. Holla at you. I'm Mingo D, this Snake, this is Hammer, and we are nerdiness people. We are getting nerdy. I didn't want to say that. I wanted to give us like a Power Ranger name